Convert from scientific notation to decimal notation. We have 4 numbers here that are in scientific notation, and we want to write them in decimal notation. So what we have here in this first one, we have 4.6 times 10 cubed. That's like taking 4.6 and multiplying by 3 tenths. So 4.6 times 10 times 10 times 10, you're going to end up with a pretty big number. So what you do, this exponent on the 10 tells you how many places the decimal moves. And now since we're multiplying by 10, it's going to create a fairly big number, and it's going to move the decimal place to the right. So you take 4.6 and you move it 3 places to the right, and it creates 2 zeros. So this is going to be 4,600 in decimal notation, which makes sense. 10 cubed, if you do 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. So if you take 4.6 and multiply by 1,000, you'll get 4,600. Now the other situation is if the exponent is negative. That's going to create a number between 0 and 1. And for that to happen, you're going to have to move the decimal to the left. So it's going to move to the left 3 spots. And it's going to end up right there. So that happens, you're going to create 2 zeros in front of the 5. So the decimal notation here is going to be 0.005. So if you have an exponent on the 10 that's positive, you're going to create a number bigger than 1. And if you have an exponent on the 10 that's negative, you're going to create a number between 0 and 1. All right, let's look at the 9.3 times 10 to the 6. 10 to the 6 is 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And that's going to be 1,000,000. So this is 9.3 times 1,000,000, which is 9.3 million. All right, so if you take 9.3, this time we're going to move it 6 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. And you can see that it comes out to 9,300,000. Exponent on the 10 is positive. That's a big number. Now this last one, we have an exponent of -5. So remember, if you have a negative exponent, you're going to create a number between 0 and 1. So this time, to do that, we have to move the decimal to the left. So we got 1.2, and we're going to move it 5 places to the left. That's going to create 4 zeros between the decimal point and the 1. So this one comes out to 0.000012. That is converting from scientific notation to decimal notation. There you go.